The Education Secretary Michael Goves has announced plans to introduce a longer school day and a shorter summer break for pupils. The reforms could see schools staying open until 4:30 p.m. and the introduction of a shorter 4-week-long summer break for children from September 2014. What does this mean for the British education system? I'm Lucy George and this is Under Questioning. Michael Goves states that the current education system is designed for a 19th century agricultural economy and risks leaving British pupils trailing those in Asia. He refers to East Asian nations who demand higher standards of their pupils, longer school days and shorter summer breaks. In his speech, he claims that students are to be significantly handicapped compared to East Asian nations who receive extra tuition and support from their teachers. Teachers' unions have been quick to reject the idea of longer school days and shorter summer breaks. Today I'm going to be questioning Michael Trobe from the Association of School and College Leaders, who will be answering your questions. Hello Malcolm, welcome to Under Questioning. Hi. Mark from Weymouth says, the countries in Asia which Goves refers to as having a superior education system have vastly different cultures and attitudes to education. Does he fully realise this?
What I think he does want to do is to learn from other countries. I think that's very, very clear. The cultures and the attitudes in particularly some of the Asian countries are very, very different to ours, and we need therefore to learn from their experiences, but however we need to adapt what they do and build it into the culture that we have in this country.
Jade from London wrote, my mum is a maths teacher. The school day finishes at 3:30, but she still has plenty of marking and preparations to do for the next day. She is lucky to be done by 7 p.m. Are school staff facing unsustainable workloads under Mr. Goves' plans?
I think one of the things we're very, very concerned about is there is a huge amount of change coming in the education system for schools and for colleges. We're getting changes in GCSE examinations spread over the next 4 or 5 years. We're getting changes in A-levels all at exactly the same time. So what teachers are going to have to do is not only cope with their existing workloads, but also cope with those changes. And you're absolutely right. So a teacher's day does go way beyond the 3:30 finish.
I know a lot of teachers who are in that situation. Okay, Jade again. Will Michael Goves lose a large proportion of the candidates that he wishes to entice into teaching?
I think what is important is that we're seeing changes in teachers' paying conditions with the removal of the pay points. So what we do need to see is a clear statement of pay progression for teachers, a clear encouragement for people to go into teaching. What we need is certainly more positive statements about the achievements of our schools from Michael Goves as Secretary of State and from Sir Michael Wilshaw as the Chief Inspector of Schools. More positivity, that's what we're looking for.
Anne from Derby, I believe it's not how long you're at work but what you do there that matters. The longer your day is, the less productive you will become because you obviously get tired. Shouldn't the focus be on quality of education rather than quantity? Will the quality teachers be leaving the profession?
I mean, one of the things we said is there is an inherent risk in this, in changing teachers' paying conditions and putting so many changes in all at the same time. We need to keep teachers focused on their prime function, their prime task, which is to deliver high quality lessons and work to improve the learning of young people. If you extend the school day and actually put people in more lessons, then that in itself may actually be counterproductive because people need the time to prepare lessons, to assess students' work, and then to adapt their teaching for the following day, for the next lesson with the group, in order to improve the quality of teaching, quality of learning.
Jim from Milton Keynes says private education has longer holidays and still offers a high standard of education. How can Michael Goves assume that reducing the holidays in state schools improves the standard of education?
I'm not certain whether he's just flying a kite with, with this idea. In certain social circumstances, actually keeping young people in school for a longer time may be able to have some influence on their social behaviours. However, in terms of learning, there is an inherent risk. If you put them through too long a learning day, then that will have an impact on their ability to learn. And similarly,
start to absorb less.
Yeah, that's right. I think we all know it. There are limits to the amount of time that you can actually take and you can study. And similarly, there's a limit to the amount of time that teachers can actually prepare lessons from.
Paul from Watford. My younger brother is in a secondary school now. He's got plenty of time to rest during summer breaks anyway, and I think he finds it very difficult to get back to work after such long summer breaks. Are Goves' plans really all bad for pupils?
No, I think that always has been an issue. But I think people do need the break. By giving a 6-week holiday, give everyone a reasonable amount of rest. They can come back refreshed. People have been able to put their holidays into holiday time. And so we've got a system which works. If it ain't
I hadn't
broke,
thought of the holidays.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's it for today. Thank you for sending in your questions on this topic. If you would like to find out more about school reforms, go to education.gov.uk. Next time we will be looking at this topic from the family's point of view. If you have any questions that you would like to be answered, don't hesitate to contact us. Catch up with our latest updates at catch21.co.uk or our latest updates on Twitter at catch21p. Stay tuned for more Under Questioning. See you next time.